Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Belvrita, I do think that worked. Happy Fun Friday. How am I doing on connection?
You're doing fantastic on connection.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to try to do this live. We are mobile right now. Belvrita, we're exploring the superpower of influence. Who's here?
Sean, we definitely have some extraordinary people for Dr. Kumar and Amit's part of influence today. It is not trailblazing females like the sheet says, though, that I almost said, but it is Dr. Kumar and Amit's heart of influence. And first, from Toronto, Canada, a social worker started off in the community before recognizing larger scale changes that are possible through impacting how government did business, currently managing a budget of $15 million, caring for her father with significant health challenges, including vascular dementia, and inspiring her to teach and provide resources to others so that they effectively advocate for their aging parents. Let's welcome to the show, Penny Ramdio.
Oh, is that Kennedy?
Penny.
Kenny. Okay, Kenny. Hello, hello.
Penny
Welcome.
with a P.
I couldn't hear you.
Penny with a P, like can I give you a
Okay,
penny
Penny.
for thoughts?
Yep, Penny, yep. Thank you very much. Just a little bit difficult to hear. Penny, warm welcome to Kumar and Amit's part of influence on this Fun Friday. And Penny, Plato, the Greek philosopher, I think a dear friend of Kumar and Amit's, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kicked this game off with a fun fact. It's a headline, not a story. Bella's got the Chuck Barris Gong Show gong if we go into a story. But the headline should be an adventurous moment, proud moment, shocking moment, surprising moment, mysterious moment. Anything, Penny, that would make us say, Penny, no way. So your headline fun fact, please, Penny.
Fun fact, as a kid, I had a duck as a pet.
A duck?
A duck as a pet.
And what was your duck as a kid? That's a beautiful headline, fun fact. Thank you for kicking us off right. And what was your duck's name?
You know, in Guyana, we are not that adventurous. It was just Ducky.
Ducky? Well, so we have Donald, Daisy, Daffy from Warner Brothers and Disney, and we have Ducky the Duck from Penny. Bella, we're off and rolling. We have a great headline, fun fact. Who's up?
Next up, we have from Edmonton, Canada, bought and scaled her own company into 3 subsidiary companies, business consultant, managing projects from operations to marketing, managed a medical aesthetics company navigating through 2 levels of being acquired themselves, a caregiver to her mom while being a mom herself and managing her career. Let's welcome to the show, Michelle McIntyre.
Michelle, warm welcome to Amit and Kumar's Heart of Influence. And Michelle, please, coming from Edmonton, Canada, the land of Stanley Cups and many more things, your fun fact.
Fun fact for me is I am still best friends with 56 plus years with my neighbor from childhood. So we've been through a whirlwind of experiences, so still besties after all
That
these
is
years.
awesome. Well, besties forever, 56 years down the road. You must have lived 2 lifetimes because you look 29. I'm blind. But, so let's not forget that part. But warm welcome to Amit and Kumar's Heart of Influence, 56-year besties, hailing from the land of Gretzky. Let's go, Bella.
Let's go. Hailing from Baltimore, Maryland, 20 plus years in multiple healthcare positions, including a former assistant VP at the largest hospital system in the U.S., multiple leadership positions in Plantive Hospice and primary care, was COO at large urology group, experience in private equity, for-profit and non-for-profit organizations around the country, looking forward to her next position and venture. Let's welcome to the show, Chandra Prasad.
It's Chandra.
Yes. Hi, Sean.
That's a cool name, Chandra. Hello, warm welcome on this
Thank
fun
you.
Friday. And Chandra, what's your fun fact?
So, fun fact, I started working at 6 years old as a professional classical dancer, and I got paid to perform at weddings and birthdays. Yes, so fun fact about me.
At 6 years old?
6 years old. I started dancing at 3.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. That is a top 20 interesting, cool, fun fact ever with the 8,000 people on the show, Chandra. That's like a whoa.
Wow.
So yeah, Chandra, no way. Bella, come on.
That is a no way for sure. Next up, coming from Edmonton, Canada, a chiropractor for 27 years, started her own practice from scratch and is still growing and hiring chiropractors. She hired one of her own mentors to be on her team, balance all of this with being a hockey mom and having to coordinate care for her aging parents. I'm seeing a theme here. Let's welcome Dr. Christy McDonald.
Dr. Christy McDonald, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, Amit and Kumar style. How shall we refer to you, Dr. Christy McDonald?
I will answer to anything. So Christy is just fine.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Christy. And your fun fact.
Fun fact, not only am I a human chiropractor, but I also am an animal chiropractor. So I've adjusted anything from farm animals to your regular dogs and cats to even bunny rabbits.
What is the most interesting, odd, or bizarre, Christy, creature that you have adjusted?
Well, probably the most fun one I did was one of the bunnies that I adjusted was having problems because it was jumping sideways. And after the adjustments, it started jumping forward again.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. What a fun, magical, heartwarming fun fact. Bella Rita, it's Kumar and Amit's Heart of Influence. Of course. Come on.
Magic is present. Next up, we have from Edmonton, Canada, providing support to clinics, managing and guiding them to run smoothly, experts in mental health for seniors, and with all the social worker components, helping individuals get what they need. in the space for 20 plus years, utilizing these experts along with personal expertise to help others launch a new giver career organization, caregiver organization, and watching it come to fruition. Let's welcome to the show, Satya Suki.
Santia, warm welcome as well to the Heart of Influence on this Fun Friday. And your fun fact, please, Santia.
Thank you, Sean. My fun fact is I had the pleasure of swimming with flying fish.
Swimming with, one more time, swimming with what?
Flying fish.
Flying fish. Where'd you do that?
In Barbados.
Ah, Barbados, a beloved land. And what is your relationship with Barbados? Simple travel? Anything else?
We grew up in Barbados, so we spent about I think almost 7 or 8 years in Barbados growing up. So we used to go to the beach every Saturday, and I taught myself to swim and was proud enough to be able to swim amongst the flying fish.
That is a beautiful. And when were you in Barbados? What years?
1983 to 89.
Like, good. And
So
did you go to school?
7 years. Yes, I went to school there. Yes.
Okay, so, and I teach against doing this, but I can't help but do it. Did you know the Webster family? Like Julie Webster, Rachel Webster, Ronald Webster, a doctor? Any familiarity there or no?
No, those names don't ring any bells to me.
Got it. Okay. So my dad got married there and met all these people and stuff. So just didn't know. But Barbados, a beautiful, beautiful place in our family law. Yes, my dad thinks he invented destination weddings in Barbados. I don't think he did. But yes, he got married in a destination wedding to my stepmom, and I was the best man there. So Flying Fish, Barbados, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Are you ready, Santi? Have a little bit of fun today?
Yes.
Maybe not as much fun as Flying Fish, but Bella Rita, we're ready. Let's go.
And I just want to make sure I'm saying your name correctly because I think it's Satya, right?
Yes.
Satya. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Welcome, Satya. And let's go. Edmonton, Canada co-founded an initiative to support professional women caring for elderly parents, leading the launch of an online membership community, a PhD chemist, former university lecturer and educator with additional training as a facilitator, oversees and directs all activities with diverse business groups, ensuring strategic executive leadership. May have some inside scoop on Dr. Kumar and Amit. Let's welcome to the show, Pratima Ramal.
And it's Pratima.
Hi, Sean. Yes. Hi, Sean.
Pratima, I think, I think we may know a thing or two about Pratima. Please, your fun fact.
So, when I was 12 years old, one evening, I thought I was actually doing my mom a favor by helping her out. And it turned out that doing that favor for her, which was teaching a chemistry class to students much senior than I was at school at the time, launched me into a love of teaching and a career in teaching that's lasted up till now.
Right. So wait, Pratima, you taught a chemistry class at how old?
12 years old.
And how old were the students?
They were 4 years older than I was.
Were they like, this is the craziest thing they've ever seen?
Yep.
Yeah. That is also a top 20 all-time fun fact, Bella Rita. I cannot believe this, but of course I can believe it about Pratima. Bella, come on.
Let's go. Next up with this fine group from Edmonton, Canada, a human behavior expert, leveraging what he has learned to get him to where he is with severe development delays and autism, attending a business program at 3 years old, recognized that business moves the world, connects it to human behavior and outcomes, consulting and advising owners and leaders through the dynamics of exits, mergers, acquisitions, while buying businesses themselves. Let's welcome to the show, Amit Ramal.
Amit, thank you for making this beautiful day possible with these heart-centered, growth-driven, integrous people committed to mastery like you. So brother, happy birthday again. And please, your fun fact.
Well, My vision is such that I will not drive cars, much less planes or rockets. But one of my presentations was accepted to be in the permanent library at NASA.
Whoa.
I had no idea. Congratulations. That is unreal. Thank you for that. And Amit, shall we do the things?
Yes.
Let's go do it. And Bella, I think that brings us to the other part of this dynamic duo, or third of the incredible triangle. Yes.
Yes, I think so. It definitely, absolutely does. And you know what? He's also from Edmonton, Canada. A physician for over 70,000 patients, a chief examiner in his specialty, and has built a clinic to serve 1 million people. When his son was born with challenges, he searched the world for a medical solution, and being told he'd never be able to function fully, now runs his son's company. With expertise in business growth and exit, scaling himself out of his medical practice to serve his son's company, let's welcome Dr. Kumar Raman.
Dr. Kumar, it is always an honor to be rolling with you and Amit. And having the entire clan here today is heartwarming and beyond. Mastery is fully present. Sir, thank you for everything you do and have done to cause today. And please, your fun fact, Dr. Kumar.
So, most people now think of us in business and know that I've built a practice. What many don't know is that I was in academia before. And during that time, our training program was under probation. And there were several people campaigning for the jobs, and the residents unanimously wrote to the chair to ask that Kumar be the program director, which I agreed to do. So I wasn't campaigning for the job, and I had a reputation for having high standards, some would say demanding, and they unanimously asked that I run their training program.
Brother, those folks smelt mastery, and of course the heart, of course the growth drive, and your integrity. And we are incredibly grateful to have you here today. And shall we do the things, Kumar?
We shall do the things. This show is a little different because like Pratima is building out the program for supporting professional women who also are caregivers. And so that explains the brilliant and diverse group that we have here today. And so looking forward to this. Let's do the thing, Bella.
Do
We
the
are too.
things.
So this woman started her career, who's been introducing us, selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. She progressed to being a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing. Big 3 words together don't go together: teenager, network marketing, and 7 figures. She then becomes like Michael Jordan, a 3-peater, but not like Patrick Mahomes. The Super Bowl didn't go well. She 3-peats as Nevada's #1 business broker, 24, 25, and 26 years old. As such, first woman ever to do it in the male-dominated industry, and youngest person, male or female, ever to do it, period. Take that, dudes. She then begins to meet Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventure in most extreme of conditions. Of late, I think she learned on YouTube. Sometimes it's from a blind man. And she is someone who has raised $10 million for charity with the Unblinded team, 2-time, about to be 3-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to Dr. Kumar, Amit, and Pratima's Heart of Influence today, the woman that put the heart in it in her more than 1,500th episode, the one, the only, Bella Burrita. Yes, Bella Rita, it is tough, hard work introducing you, but please, your fun fact.
It is definitely hard work for sure. And as I was sitting here, like, what fun fact am I gonna like tie into, everybody here and everybody's fun fact? And so I just came up with the one, since we've got like an aging parents, taking care of parents theme. And I am here in Austin with my father, who is a 3-time war veteran, who actually had a slip and fall today while I was here. But his only request of me as he ages is not that I put him into, a care facility or anything like that. His only ask of me as he's aging is to make sure that he always has a joint. So that's my fun fact for today, Sean Callaghy. Yes.
That is
That's the only thing
quite
he's
extraordinary.
asked of me, is to make sure he always has a joint. Yes.
Yes, and we do thank Mr. Vihan for his service to our country. And if we have it all our way, we'll make sure he does never run out of joints. Quick fun fact, I have never, ever done any drug in my life, not smoked marijuana, done nothing. But yes, I will happily be a supporter of the never have this war hero short of joints in his aging. And is he
Yeah.
okay
And
from
I
the
think
fall?
one of my father's missions before he dies is to get Sean to participate in the joint activity with him. That is the secret mission of his.
Yes, that would be a very challenging hello yes for him to go through, but longer story for a different day. So Bella Rita, shall we do the things? Who's going first?
We shall do the thing, Sean Callaghy, but let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that has raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine. Let's welcome my co-host, Mr. Sean Callaghy.
Thank you. Everybody, warm welcome and thank you for being here on this fun Friday. And yes, I often go with that I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people. I am blind, can't see anything in front of me. People are like, you don't look blind. I'm like, yeah, I'm blind. That's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme conditions. I go with this fun fact, mention Tony Robbins, and I will be with Tony and 25 extraordinary entrepreneurs from around the country, around the US, around the world, this upcoming week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that is my fun fact. That's heading off to Arizona to see Tony and have a tremendous experience in co-creating magic. So that's my fun fact for today, Miss Bella Verita. And shall we do the things? And I just broke my charger, and that is suboptimal. But yes, Bella, where are we going?
I'm sorry to hear about that, Sean Callaghy. And let's kick this show off with Miss Penny.
Penny, what we're doing is exploring the superpower of integrous influence. And so to do this, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client, a philanthropic fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett, anyone, Penny, that you would want to be going from hello to yes with. It doesn't, Penny, have to be a final yes. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. And yeah, so please, who would you like Bella to be, Penny?
Oh, just unmute for us, Penny.
Hi there, thank you. You can be someone that will get me from a no to a yes. So you can be someone, a connector.
Okay, so what do you mean by I'm a connector? I'm not clear what that means.
You can be someone that can support a connector is someone that I look at that will be able to move me from where my project would like to be to get me to.
So Bella could either be an investor, she can make introductions and help your project. Is that correct, Penny?
Absolutely.
All right, Bella, you got some bucks. Take us in.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. My name is Penny Ramdio. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Penny. How about yourself?
I am well. Thank you so much for the time to chat with me. I know your time is precious. I would like to chat with you about an idea that I have to
Okay.
advance. Really, what I'm looking at is to start up a project to look at senior advocacy. A little bit about myself. I have two aging parents that are right now in the home. And as we navigate the medical system and other systems that they are required to be healthy, active citizens, we're realizing that it's really a complicated sphere to navigate. So what I'm looking for is to create a network or create a project or a network that will allow families to connect to this network, and we will help navigate systems to ensure that seniors can stay in the home, stay out of institutions, be able to leverage other spheres to support their mental, psychological, and physiological health. Primarily looking at a large organization, reputable organization that we can partner with to offer services such as the United Way and the Alzheimer's Society of Canada that play a critical role in senior care right across Canada right now. Looking to start off in the GTA area and hoping to expand out as we go around Canada.
And so what is it that you're because I know Dr. Kumar and Amit, they connected us and but I cannot remember, like, what is it that you're looking for me? What do you need from me to support your mission?
I think right now what I'm looking for is that I have the nucleus of the idea, looking to have someone that will help me to build this out, build out a business plan, and really set out really the strategic direction and how I can leverage the idea and move it forward to the next level. I understand right now that it's really in its nucleus idea, the infancy, but really looking to see how that can be expanded out further so that we can have a little bit more of a robust plan in going and meeting stakeholders and partners.
Got it. Well, Penny, lucky for you is I know this secret formula called the unblinded formula that is everything that you need to know about actualizing this business. So I would be thrilled to sit down with you and teach you everything that I know, because I think I could teach it better than this guy, Sean Callaghy. So we'll see how we can do together.
Fantastic. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
wait, he's back. We gotta go. I'll call you later.
Penny,
Oh, hi,
awesome
Sean.
job. Hello, Bella. Penny, thank you very much. Awesome job. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. Bella, who's going next?
Next up, we got Satya.
Satya, who would you like Bella to be?
Bella, I would like you to be president of the Edmonton Downtown Business Women's Association.
Ooh.
That is
I
awesome.
give you a
Bella,
very
you're
high
boss.
job there, Bella.
Take us in, Bella.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, good afternoon, Bella. My name is Satya. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I am calling on behalf of Purpose Legacy. We are a community-based group for professional women who are caregivers to their elderly parents, seeking a safe, supportive, and enriching experience on their journeys as caregivers. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I am a social worker by trade. I've been working with seniors for about 20 years. And I've worked with seniors across many spectrums in care facilities, hospitals, and communities. And over the years I've worked with seniors, I've had the privilege and the pleasure of also working with their families and their caregivers. And one thing that was very interesting and struck me was that a lot of the caregivers were women. A lot of the women were also professional women, so they were juggling work, career, and doing what is right for their parents. And the number one concern that they had was how do they do it all and still provide the level of support and care to their loved ones? Sometimes they were juggling one or both parents. So that's my professional career. My personal career, my personal experience is I'm a caregiver to my mom with dementia. I'm also juggling work and I'm also juggling a career, family life. And Purpose Legacy is looking to develop and offer a level of support to women who are working and struggling, and to build that village and that community. I watched my mom from a very young age be a caregiver. I grew up with my mom looking after grandparents on both sides. And what struck me was that my mom had a village. She was one of 6 children, and she had her siblings, her sisters, who would sometimes rotate in and out of our homes, helping to look after my grandmother. I am not that fortunate. My village is a lot smaller. I have one sister who can support me on that. I have brothers, but they're not living in the same city. So Purpose Legacy is looking to create that community, that environment where we can nurture and support women who are caregivers. And I would love an opportunity to talk to you next week so I can see how we can support the women in your organization who are caregivers.
Okay. All right, that it sounds interesting. I'd like to, learn a little bit more. And so how about we sit down and have a cup of coffee next week and we can see where we go.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Bella Rita, Santia, beautiful work. Let's get some feedback for Penny and Santia.
Let's get some feedback. So judges, otherwise known as feedbackers, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Penny or Satya, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little next step. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation with Penny or Satya? Nobody's wanting a root canal today. But maybe it's just like Satya suggested, maybe it's just a cup of coffee for a little bit longer of a meeting. But if that's not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private room at a nice dinner place that you guys have there in Canada for like the longest meeting. But if that's not possible, then maybe you'd be willing to rent a private jet. Of course, pick up the Ramos because they did invite you here and fly anywhere in the world to have the longest meeting with Penny or Satya. And let's kick it off with Christy. And Christy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Penny?
Oh, Penny did fantastic. I think I am in the situation of both of them where I have aging parents, and I feel like they did a great job explaining what they're looking for.
Cool. And Christy, thanks very much. So it's like a cup of coffee at Tim Hortons. We're looking for a longer, I don't know, breakfast maybe at a Sugar Shack or something longer than that.
I don't know. I feel like it probably involves a longer conversation than a cup of coffee, but definitely worth a conversation.
All right. Christy's having a follow-up. I think it's a meal or something. Come on, Bella.
I think it's a meal. Next up, let's go, Michelle. Michelle, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Satya?
I thought she did a great job of explaining. There was a personal side of her story that I think really would resonate. For me, it did as well. Not only if she was talking to this business, person, and I thought that it really was, integrated into the story of her purpose, her business idea. I thought she was clear, and she kind of got to the point of asking what she wanted. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
Michelle, next step, like we talking a trip across North America, maybe a cup of coffee at Tim Hortons, maybe a meal at somewhere awesome. What do we got?
Yeah, I think it should be a next step to whether it's a lunch, maybe a nice lunch would be great, just to have casual atmosphere.
We'd like to have like a nice business lunch, Michelle. Like what would work for you?
Sorry, I kind of cut out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. A nice business lunch for you. Where would you go, Michelle?
Where would I go? Ooh, good question. I would go to probably a little Italian place I love is called Rebel in Edmonton with us, but just a nice where it has a nice atmosphere to talk.
Yeah, and that's Bella. Bella, named after you. Let's go.
Let's go. Sandra, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Penny, please?
Sure, thank you. I think Penny, you did a great job. You were influential. I think that your outreach also had a personal touch, like Satya's, and you sounded very motivated. You sounded passionate about your mission here. So I thought that it was really great. And I would definitely
That's
do
awesome,
coffee.
Chandra.
I would like to be in an environment where we are able to talk more so that I can get to understand a little bit more about what you're doing and what your needs are.
Chandra's got a little caffeine, some curiosity.
Yes.
I would love a little caffeine right about now. Let's go. Pratima, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Satya, please?
Satya, I love the idea of creating that village. I sure know I needed it and felt when you said it, it just touched my heart. So I really like that point that you made. And yes, we're going to be talking lots about how we develop that village.
Ema, I'm hearing it, and we're going to talk more about it. Where? Cup of coffee, maybe a road trip, a little dinner. What do you got?
No, I think it's going to have to be a lot more than a cup of coffee or a dinner or a road trip. It's going to have to be several days worth of talking.
Ah, for Tima, we got something big brewing here, Bella. Come on.
We got things brewing. Next up, let's go. Ahmed, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Penny?
Well, I think that her use of personal story definitely added to her professional credibility and would help with connection. I think that perhaps being more crisp on the ask would also potentially make it easier.
Thank you for that, Ahmed. I think we might have lost Sean. Ahmed, so what is your next step then with Satya?
I like food, so a meal.
A meal. Awesome. Thank you for that. Let's go have some food. Sean, are you back?
I am. Yeah, I'm here. I was here the whole time. Yep, I think I cut out for like 2 seconds. Yep, got you.
Perfect. All right. And then last but not least, we got Dr. Kumar. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Penny, please?
So actually it was Satya, I think.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't want her to feel too left out, you know? So
No, I appreciate that.
yeah. So Satya, I thought that your use of personal story too was helpful, and building that, meshing that together with your professional experiences and career, I think that would be helpful. Your ability to say, that mostly women are left with the caregiver role is accurate, if not politically correct. That's just the truth and the reality of what it is, and I think that would appeal to your audience. So I think it was well crafted to appeal to the people that you're speaking to and looking to gain an audience with.
And Dr. Kumar, your next step.
Oh, food too, but I want steak. I don't get it at home. I will get it outside.
Where's your favorite steak place in Canada?
There's a place in Banff called Chuck's Steakhouse where you can get just about half a cow on a plate.
Adam and Fernando would love that. They like to eat half a cow when we go eat.
Let's go. Bella Verita, not in my contract, and I'm not eating half a cow. But what do you got cooked up for me with Kumar and Amit?
Cooked up for the Rebel crew. And do I pronounce your guys' last name correctly?
Us?
Yes.
Ramlao?
Ramwell. Okay, Ramwell crew. As you guys know, this is the time in the show that I have the opportunity to put, or we have the opportunity to put Sean in the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about because I always cook them up as the show's been going on. You guys get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what we have for today?
We are.
All right. Option number one, of course, I thought we could do, I always like to give back to the participants in a little reverse role play. So we could do a reverse role play of Satya, Sean playing Satya as the leader of Purpose Legacy, going from hello to yes with the leader of the Businesswomen's Association. So that would be number one. Number two is I thought Penny would make a great speaker at a health conference that focuses on aging parents. So option number two is Sean could role play Penny, going from hello to yes with the speaker booker of the health conference. That would be number two. And then number three, because I did read and got a little prompting, that Christy is looking to recruit chiropractors to her practice. And so I did a little research and read that there is a Dr. Todd of the Chiropractic Wellness Studio, who's a very notable chiropractor there in Edmonton, Canada. And so I thought Sean could role play Christy, going from hello to yes with Dr. Todd, on why he would want to leave his current practice, sell it off, and now come work with Dr. Christy. So those are the three options that I got for you today. Bramwell crew, what would you guys like to see Sean Goof go from hello to yes?
Number three.
Number three.
So let's have Sean get Dr. Christie a speaking engagement at the Women Chiropractors at the Parker Conference.
Ooh.
So that's probably the largest chiropractic convention in the world. So Dr. Christie wants to talk about female caregivers and use that as an opportunity to sell her practice as a family-friendly place for women to work. But she's getting the speaking engagement at Parker to do that.
Right. And so let's go with Miss Jones. And who's playing the person I'm communicating with? Kumar?
You are Dr. Christie talking to, so she could be Miss Jones, I guess, who is...
But who's going to play Miss Jones is what he's asking.
Miss Jones.
Dr. Christie is a good one to play.
Yeah, Dr. Christie, though, you got to be... Yeah, Dr. Christie knows how hard it would be to get on that stage. Yeah.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Hi, is Miss Jones available?
Okay, just a minute before we do this. Okay, so who am I? I am...
You are the speaker booker for Parker, for the big Parker conference. Yeah, and your job is to keep low-level people off your stages.
Okay.
Right. So hi, is Miss Jones available?
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Miss Jones, this is Dr. Christie. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Yes, this is a good time.
So first of all, I'm really grateful. I know how busy you are, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I will keep it to the 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 45 seconds counting. But if I may ask, with all the people bombarding you with requests to speak on your stage, what prompted you to grant me this honor and privilege of this conversation? I'm very grateful. But what was the why behind it, please, Miss Jones?
You've been a Parker attendee for 27 years, and so I thought I would grant you that privilege to at least listen to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm really honored. And I have been attending conferences, and I'm very clear that you're always looking for unique content to create massive impact, to accelerate chiropractic throughout the world. But I just want to see if there's anything in addition that you're looking for in particular with this year's conference. And by the way, Miss Jones, what keeps you going? I know you've been working here for over a decade yourself. So what's the why behind it? What are you looking for that would make this truly magical and impactful in speakers taking the stage at Parker, please?
Well, I think the message with chiropractic is that we help change people's lives through the power of chiropractic, and that is in so many different ways. And so anybody who can bring that message in their own unique way to the stage is what we're looking for, to help inspire the attendees at the seminar, to help bring to their practices how they can change the lives of the patients that attend their clinics back where they're from.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that enormously for sure. So from that place of looking for impact and inspiration, can I share a couple of things that may or may not resonate with you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so Miss Jones, one of the things I'm quite certain of is that in the space of chiropractic, folks go through, and I think you see this at Parker, a continuum of people being excited, new, fresh into the practice. And as time progresses, the challenges, the friction points of operating a small business become a profound issue for people. So what I'm proposing is a message, a conversation about how chiropractic can be expanded, duplicated, and grown. And as opposed to all of us working in silos and individually and, very tiny practices, how we can support the growth of staff to live the Parker message, which is all about community. It is all about expansion of chiropractic. But what if chiropractors can have more inside their practices where they're mentoring, training, duplicating, and developing so they grow personally, professionally, and financially, and so do their teams. And this is something that I've studied. It's become a part of my heart, my soul, my mission. And I think that I could bring this message forward to the folks at the convention. And not just in a way that everybody would talk about, but I also have a component that's charitable, that's fun, magical, disruptive. And all I'm simply proposing to you, Miss Jones, is a 15 or even 30-minute follow-up conversation, whatever you believe would be warranted, if it's warranted. So I could give a demonstration of some of the pieces and parts of this to open the listening of the audience, have them see a profound vision of inspiration for duplication and scaling so they can get out of the exhaustion of being in the same practice forever. And there's growth, impact, and duplication. So Miss Jones, again, thank you for this opportunity. From that place, how would it resonate with you or not? Have a follow-up conversation where we could see if this warrants the stage at the upcoming Parker conference, please.
Yes, I mean, that does sound like something that would fit well with our philosophy for the Parker seminar. So I think I could spare 15 minutes to hear more of what you have to say.
Thank you. And anything else I could do for you today, or shall I just set up that appointment with your assistant, Dr. Kumar, that created this conversation?
Yes, that would be great.
Awesome. We'll have a blessed day and we'll speak soon. Thank you, Miss Jones.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, out of roll. Christy, how'd I do as you, Dr. Christy, having a conversation with Miss Jones, please?
Well, that sounded great. If you could have all my conversations, then that would be
perfect. Yes, we can make that happen in a reality for sure. But Dr. Christy, thank you for that. And how was your time today? You did a beautiful job being here. Great feedback. Thanks for stepping into the role play. And how was your time today on Kumar, Amit's, and Pratima's Heart of Influence?
It was great. I really had no idea what I was walking into, and I was coming with an open heart and open mind. And yeah, this was really fun today, and it was great hearing the ladies on what their visions are for. Because right now I am quite in a spot with two aging parents that aren't really quite willing to change right now. With also I have a 9-year-old son. So I'm kind of sandwiched in that aging parents and also a young son too. to be spending time with. So it was really interesting and great to hear those ladies, and definitely looking forward to hearing more about different supports that maybe some of them have. And I think that Pratima and I are due for a lunch right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful message. Feel the heart for sure. So thank you for that, for sure, Dr. Christie. And our hearts are with you and the beautiful journey you're on of not only impacting chiropractic, but taking care of generations above and below you and your family. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. Santia, beautiful job in the participant seat. Never an easy place to be. And please, did a wonderful job. How was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Very helpful. It allowed me to put some thought to how I would want to present my ideas. So I appreciate that. It's been mulling around my head, but not out verbally. So by being able to say it verbally, it provided clarity. So thank you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that and your presence here today for sure. Michelle, thank you for being in the feedbacker seat, for spending time with us on this fun Friday afternoon. Wonderful work. And please, how was your time today on Kumar, Amit, and Pratima's Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was good. Really great. Good perspective, and I feel like I really gained some insight into the conversational side of maybe bridging a topic or a subject with someone when you want to get it in, I guess. Yeah,
Cool.
it's good.
Well, thank you for that, Michelle. The one, the only Bella Verita, please.
Let's go with the woman who kicked us off in the participant seat, who had a duck as a pet. Penny, great job in the participant seat, and how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Thank you. It was very enlightening. I realized how sometimes, 3 minutes can go by very quickly, but has been a tremendous opportunity to help me refine, and grateful for the feedback to refine my own strategy as we go forward.
Well, Penny did a wonderful job. Never an easy place to be, but everything does happen on the other side of yes. And congratulations to you for accelerating in that process. So thank you, Penny. Miss Bella.
Let's go with who started dancing at 3, getting paid at 6. Chandra, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Thanks so much, Bella and Sean. It was enjoyable. It's always enjoyable to be to spend time with like-minded folks, and definitely the heart shone through very, very bright. I think throughout the entire conversation here. So I really appreciated that. It's hard to sell a passion of yours, and I think that this was it was great, and it provided a lot of clarity, and it helped to kind of form a foundation for us to build upon to be able to make that a little easier. Not perfect yet, but I think with practice to perfect kind of selling our passion, our dreams. So thank you.
Chandra, thank you. Beautiful job. So well said. Bella.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
That begins to take us to the Ramwell crew. So let's kick it off with Patrima. How was yours time with us on the Heart of Influence today?
Thank you, Bella. I enjoyed my time with everyone today. Thank you, Penny and Satya, for putting yourselves out there to be the participants and to share your visions with us all. And I especially loved Sean's role play with Dr. Christie, just to hear a pro at work and how you would present and ask for an opportunity to connect with someone. So thank you all very much, and Sean too.
Oh, Pratima, thank you so much for everything that you bring to the world, to the unblinded space, and of course to Amit and Kumar's life. So thank you. On that note, Bella, may I?
You may.
Let's go, Amit. Thank you so much for all you do for making this happen today. And please, your final on today's beautiful, fun Friday experience, the family affair of this Friday.
Thank you very much, Sean and Bella. today was special and unique and did break rules, if not a few eggs, to have permitted us to do this with my mom's business as the focus. We
Amit.
know, though, there is the unblinded formula for making business happen. And each individual who was here today has so much to offer, and we look forward to working with each of you as we move our business and our worlds along.
Amit, brother, thank you. We love making scrambled eggs because they are delicious, or at least Bella tells me so. I don't eat eggs. I get on French toast though. So we had some beautiful, delicious Bella sugar-covered Sean Callaghan style French toast. It was a delicious meal, Amit, and thank you so much, brother. And yeah, thank you. Kumar, your final, my brother, on this fun Friday.
So like Amit, I would like to thank you and Unblinded for allowing us to do this largely around Pratima's business. And I remember you saying, Sean, that it is important that the people that you are looking to do more work with and to do more business with, that it's important for them to have at least a glimpse of the world and the rules and the formula by which we work. And this was our way of introducing each of you to the shared experience lever of us having an opportunity to interact. And it's going to be easier for each and any one of us to have a second conversation with the other. So thank you for that opportunity. And this was a wonderful show. And we've definitely got our family's work cut out for us in making these ecosystems merge. So thank you all.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Because of the extraordinary heart and impact of Pratima, Amit, Kumar, have a few gifts for everybody. And I want to say this with absolute precision. There is no attainable superpower in the world that comes close to the superpower of integrous influence. Oprah Winfrey, a woman, Black, abused as a child, pregnant as a teen, had 4 statistics that would measure up to almost certain poverty. But instead, she's 25,000 times wealthier than the median American household. If she was that much taller than the average person, she would have commercial airliners striking her kneecap. You can't be that much faster. You can't be that much stronger. You can't be that much taller. You can't be anything that much more than people for what you can create with influence. In fact, it controls every aspect of the planet. So this has been the study of my life for 28 years, but it's not just the causing of yes, it's which yeses to cause. So lots of people are great at causing yes, and they do it in a vacuum at their own family dinner table. So how do you put the superpower of influence together with which yeses to cause? And that has been the blessing I've achieved and received and achieved in my life. And so gifts around that for you. First, our group influence book. I wouldn't have written it if you could find it. You can't, so we did. This book is the textbook for you on the superpower of group influence, public speaking, leadership management. And then what do you do with it? We have an acceleration session for you to talk about where to do with it and apply it. And we have a March 5th webinar, I believe that's the date, to put all these pieces together as our gift for you. All these as gifts, because we do want to build a lifelong relationship with you fine and amazing ladies if you found something at least remotely curious about today. Mostly, though, Bella Rita, we want these folks connecting with each other because of what Pratima and Kumar and Emmett put together. So please, Bella, your final.
As my final is it was an honor and privilege to serve with you all today. Definitely connect with each other because that's why you're here, to build and grow relationships. And if you want support in doing that and how to build sustainable relationships and actualize the relationships, definitely have that business acceleration session because it'll only make those meetings better. So thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Yes. So thank you, Pratima, Amit, Kumar. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Belvrita, as always, masterful work. Get yourself out of the west of Texas to the true old west of Arizona. Hustle up. Let's go. And tell your dad I send my love. Talk later. And of course, we end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for each and every one of us to accelerate our financial abundance, our time freedom and duplication, our impact in the world. Those tools, those mechanisms, the formula of that acceleration so often sits right in front of our very nose. But unfortunately, Bella and all, at some level, we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.